Hi guys, in today's episode we're going to be talking about financial adulting. I know, the dreaded money topic. Look, basically think about it this way. The sooner you start thinking about money and what you're doing with it, the sooner you'll start adopting better habits. If I was to go back in time and I knew what I knew now, I would have done so many things differently. So let's just put all the taboos aside and talk about it. So what is financial adulting? I define financial adulting as having control of your finances and understand where your money is going and for what purpose. You no longer just spend without thinking. The first thing I want you to understand is your money mindset. What is your relationship with money? Your beliefs, your values. Do you see money in a positive mindset or a negative? One of the most important things for you to understand is that money is a powerful tool and does make the world go around. It is our currency of trade and allows you to live a life, but it's what you do with the money that's also important. It's not about the money you earn, it's about the choices that money can give you. Think of it this way. Every day you do something to earn an income. You may be earning $25 an hour, you may be earning $60 an hour, or even more. From this income, you have to pay your taxes, your living expenses, save for your goals, and build your future. Your money mindset is one of the foundations of building a good relationship with money. If you're living pay to pay and spending all your income, then what will happen if something unforeseen was to happen and you have no income? This is where it's so important to have an emergency fund. I usually say that you should always have an emergency fund starting with a minimum of $2,000 at all times. These funds are only to be used for emergencies, like the washing machine breaking down or something happened to your car. And you have to have the mindset that these funds do not even exist. It's like breaking the glass on a fire alarm. The next thing I want to talk to you about is that each dollar you earn needs to have a purpose. This begins by you understanding your cash flow and what you're actually doing with your money. I don't like the word budget. It sounds restrictive. I prefer to say that you are managing your cash flow. You need to know what you spend on fixed expenses such as rent, mortgage, bills, repaying debt. Then you need to work out your variable expenses such as food, going out, and other expenses. Allocating an amount to each of these categories will give your money a purpose. The next item is to have a goal. They can be both long or short-term goals. So short-term goals may be things like paying off credit cards or personal loans, saving for a holiday. Long-term goals would be things like saving for a car, traveling for a year, planning a wedding, or a deposit for a home. Goals should always be created from your values and what your dreams and aspirations are for the future. Once you know your cash flow and your goals, then having a bank account structure that works is a really important tool. A simple solution is to have 3 separate accounts. I like to say that you should have one account for your fixed expenses, one for your goals, and one for your spending. Basically, your fixed and spending accounts would be where your money is spent from, but your goals account will be constantly increasing in value as you get closer to achieving your goals. I even have seen people get so excited about achieving these goals that they redirect money from their spending account to their goals account so that they can actually get there sooner. Now let's talk about bills. I know many people who don't even open their envelopes that the bills come in. This is just like putting the bad news under the carpet. Open those bills, embrace them, and have a plan to tackle them. Don't think about bill shock. That's the term used when you have a negative reaction to receiving the bills. The best solution would be to set up direct debit so that your bills are paid each month out of your account. You receive the bill via an email, check it's correct, and then just paid from your bills account, where you've been putting away money each month. At some point in our life, we will all have some form of debt. Most people will start with a credit card, then maybe a car or personal loan, and then most of us want that great Australian dream of owning a property. So we end up with a home loan. It's okay to have debt, but we don't want to be on a debt roller coaster. We want to be in control of our debt, not the debt controlling and consuming us. If you have a credit card, try and pay it off. Once it's paid off, limit its use so that the complete balance is paid off each month, so you're not paying interest. If you have a personal or car loan, don't just pay the minimum payment each month, increase the payment so that you can reduce the term and save interest. With a home loan, work on ways to minimise your interest by using an offset account and trying to pay extra off your repayments. I want to talk about this day and age. With social media being Insta-worthy, online shopping and reality TV, we're becoming so used to wanting things instantaneously that the lure of After or ZipPay may be really tempting to you to buy things that you have waited longer for. Do not be tempted. Stick to your goals and save for the items. Who knows? By the time you save for it, you may decide you don't even want it anymore. We seem to accumulate so much stuff. Think about your purchase and think if you redirected that money to a bigger goal like travel or an experience, towards reducing debt or saving for a car or home, think before you buy. We are now also in the age of positive credit reporting. What does this mean? Well, the banks are now linked to the credit reporting agencies, and if you have a credit card or loans each month, when you make your payment, the information is sent directly to the credit agency informing them that that month's payment was made. So if you miss a payment or are late, that will also be reported. So keep on time with everything and you'll have a positive credit report. The final thing I want to talk to you about is to stop trying to live beyond your means and keeping up with the latest fads. You may need to be the one to take charge and own that you are now a financial adult and you want to do more than just go out partying all weekend and shopping. You have values, aspiration and goals to kick. So just a recap of our main points. 1, money gives you choices. 2, build an emergency fund. 3, understand your cash flow. 4, each dollar you earn needs a purpose. 5, set goals. 6, reduce debt. 7, don't be tempted. 8, create a positive credit report. And 9, own that you are now a financial adult. At the end of the day, the most important thing is creating good financial habits, which become instilled in you as just part of your normal daily life. From this, you can then progress onto creating your own financial empire, and I know you can do it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and check out our website.